welcome back. You're still watching The Conversation. Joining us is Security Center CEO, who is also a Director of Crime Stoppers, Mr. Stuart Bostock. Welcome, Stuart.
Welcome, Mr. Stuart.
Thank you.
You know, we are talking about crime today, and you know we have marketing out there, the Crime Stoppers 1-800 number has been on the police, patrol cars and different measures being taken. That's one avenue. Tell us about that avenue of Crime Stoppers that the public has to share anonymous information.
Sure. First of all, let me correct you. It's not 1-800 tips, it's 800 tips. There's no one in front of it. A lot of people do put a one in front of the 800, don't get through and think that tips is not working. Cayman Crime Stoppers has been going since 1993. It's a part of a worldwide organization of nearly 1,300 programs all around the world. And we are bound by policies, and we are bound by rules and regulations of Crime Stoppers International, which are very, very strict. Confidentiality is the key, and Crime Stoppers was formed on the basis of a tripartite approach to crime, and that is police, public, and the press. So the press hopefully gets the message out about crimes and Crime Stoppers. The public responds with information. The police takes that information. Obviously, because of the small community we have here in the Cayman Islands, our monitoring center was set up in Miami-Dade in Florida. So all calls, not just for the Cayman Islands, but for a lot of the Caribbean countries, go to Miami-Dade. Matter of fact, when you call, there's absolutely no caller ID. There's no attempt to identify a tipster. They actually have to ask you what country you're calling from because they don't know where you're calling from.
So do you guys see a lot of people using the crime line, or do you think people are scared a little bit, thinking it's not anonymous?
We have been so impressed with the level of traffic that we have received in the last probably 24 months. The level of traffic, the number of tips coming through Crime Stoppers has increased several hundred%. It has truly been a success story of the board of directors and most importantly the press that have helped us get the message out, and the public that have come forward and have put the trust in Crime Stoppers. So we've seen the traffic increase tremendously.
Well, that's so good, you know. Thanks for giving us information about Crime Stoppers. We're also talking about security measures.
Two armed robberies last night. I think everyone's just a little freaked out in Cayman at the moment. In terms of a homeowner, what are some of the mistakes that you see people making that make them more susceptible to robberies and break-ins?
Well, you know, the crime problem in Cayman is not unique to Cayman. It's unique to the Caymanians, and it's unique to the people that have lived here all of our lives. It's not stuff that we're experienced from. But the crime in general, and the level of crime that we're experiencing is not unique to the world. And the security industry has kept up with the levels of crime. And what we're starting to see now is the products and services that have been available for many, many years that have not been needed here are now starting to be introduced here. So we're starting to see panic alarms and hold-up alarms, silent alarms that are being installed in businesses, silent alarms that are being installed in homes. That way messages and alarm activations can be sent to the police without the intruder necessarily knowing. And obviously the reason for that is to not spook him, because the last thing we want is to see a hostage situation.
And of course it's also about being more vigilant, right? Like keeping your doors locked. We're not Cayman of old anymore. And just, you know, making sure you have your lights on your porch, or walking home not by yourself, you know, doing a lot of things that, you know, just make you less of a target, right? And
I'm surprised at how many alarm systems that we have in break-ins occur because people haven't set their alarms. Because they get a system installed, they use it for a period of time, get complacent, stop setting it. I'm only just running here, I'm only just running there. They don't set it, and a burglary happens, and it's really unfortunate. So it's not only you know, taking the steps, but it's also utilizing what, you know, the steps that you're putting in place.
Absolutely. Well, those are some great tips that I'm sure will be helpful to all of us. Don't leave us, guys. We'll be right back on The Conversation. You can call or text us, email us, give us a shout out. You can text us at 2486 on your Digicel cell phone. You can also email us at talk@caymanconversation.com.
So give us a call. We'll be right back with more of The Conversation.